Hey there, Planeswalkers. It's Mike, Shinobi Mystic, your host here on Mystic Miniatures Forge. And today is a special day. We're continuing on with our Planeswalker Assassination Tournament. Now in the army build, we continue our battle of Arena of the Planeswalkers. If you grab your rule book and flip to the back, we're doing Battlefield number 1. The duel. In a duel, it's Planeswalker against Planeswalker in single combat. Magic is your best weapon, so summon your creatures, ready your spells, and sharpen your wits to claim victory in this arcane contest. Whoosh. Alright, let's see our lineup. And I know my friends online are going to be watching this. Let's see, I just want to make sure I put the movement glyph in the right spot. Move glyph. Movement +2. Yeah, so that's there. The power one is supposed to be here. And then the toughness one over here. Alright, it is an interesting battle. Destroy your opponent's Planeswalker. So this week, I guess we'll go through the lineup. Let me just toss everybody right here. So, like usual, I have my Kiora. My Planeswalker is Kiora the Rising Tide. She's got 6 life, 5 move, 6 range, 4 power, 4 toughness. She is Seaborn, move through water spaces without stopping movement, and gets +2 toughness while in water. Carry by waves. At the start of Kiora's turn, you may move a creature you control up to 4 spaces. And then Bident of Thassa. Once per game, when Kiora ends her turn on a water space, you may reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put a sorcery from among them in your hand, and the rest of the bottom of your library in any order. And I need something to drink. Get some orange juice. Orange soda. Her next ones to summon are the Lantern Guys. Lantern Guys are a squad of 2 figures. These spirits have 4 life, 5 move, 1 range, 2 power, and 4 toughness. They have an ability called Flicker. At the start of a turn of a blue planeswalker you control, you may return this squad from the battlefield to your reserve. An eerie observation. When you summon the Lantern Guy squad, look at the top card of an opponent's library. You may put that card on the bottom of that player's library. Next, from another dimension or maybe a world away, the Eldrazi Scions from Zendikar. Oh, look at them, they're cool. Summon them up behind the Geists. The Eldrazi Spawn Scions are 3 creatures. They've got 2 life, 7 move, 1 range, 3 power, and 3 toughness. And then their abilities all have to do with an Eldrazi hero creature. So we're not gonna even bother. But they look great painted, don't they? Alright, next up. Let me just tilt the camera a little bit for you guys. Open it up a little bit. The next squad is none other than the Leyline Phantoms. The Leyline Phantoms are the illusions. I'm pretty sure I was looking up this Leyline Phantoms when I found out about AOTP, and then just got pissed off that I never knew about the game. So a 3-man squad for 3 life, 6 move, 1 range, 3 power, and then 5 toughness. And they have this insane ability. They can move through other figures and can't be attacked when leaving engagement. The Leyline Phantoms. Phantasms. Next are the illusionary projections. Jace thing here, so we got our illusionary projections. They're a 3-man squad for 2 life, 5 move, 6 range, 3 power, 2 toughness. They have an ability called Collective Knowledge. When you summon the illusionary projection squad, draw a card. And then illusionary deception. At the start of a turn of a blue planeswalker you control, you may exchange the space locations of that planeswalker and the illusionary projection you control. Neither figure takes leaving engagement attacks if engaged. Alright, illusionary projections. And that's my Kiora. So this is a 600 point AOTP army. We've got Kiora at the helm, and then 11 other figures for her to command. And that's what I brought to the table. Let's go over the spell cards, and I'll just probably read them. I'll just read them in alphabetical order. They're in alphabetical order. Ghostly Wings, Gone Missing, Infinite Reflection, Jace's Erasure, which is what's happening to you when the camera has to refocus. Mind Control, Misdirection. What do these cards do? No, don't read that part. Just look at the picture. Pieces of the Puzzle, 4 of the Pages, Psychic Rebuttal, Scatter Arc, Selective Memory, and Welcome to the Fold. Yeah. Shuffle those up. Good use of plastic. That's what I have to say. Now, that's what I brought to the table, is my Kiora build. And I said that, I'm gonna have to make this video. I've been making videos of me trial playing with everybody else's army builds. And I was thinking, I must say, yeah, I know I'm gonna play against this guy, so I want to make sure I do this right. So this is my buddy's army build. Thanks Unhinged Manchow for putting together the tournament. He has Sorin of the Eternal Thirst, and Sorin, and this is a Color Lock Planeswalker tournament. So for the multicolored Planeswalkers, Kiora, obviously she's being green and blue. I ended up doing a total blue army build, and then the Sorin is going to lock into the white color alignment. He's got 6 life, 6 move, 1 range, 5 power, and 4 toughness. Vampiric Thirst. Whenever Sorin destroys a figure with an opponent controls in combat, remove up to 2 damage markers from his army card. And then he has Blade Master. When Sorin attacks, he may attack each adjacent figure once. Mastery, a Blade and Fang. Alright, so Sorin, he's badass. So, just like Kiora did mostly blue cards, right? I had my 3 army cards for the Kiora build, but she not only had the blue card, she also had the Eldrazi Scions. So not only do you, as a dual colored planeswalker, have access to just one color, you actually have access to another color, and that is colorless. And in Unhinged's army build, he wanted access to some real raw mana. Oh, and I did zoom out far enough for this. He is looking to pilot the Eldrazi Ruiner. This Eldrazi hero creature has 8 life, 5 move, 1 range, 6 power, and 3 toughness. Lash of Tentacles. At the start of Eldrazi Ruiner's turn, deal 1 damage to each, to all adjacent non-Eldrazi creatures. Otherworldly, while being attacked by non-adjacent creatures, Eldrazi Ruiner gets +2 toughness. And then Shepherd of Scions, deal 1 damage to each Ruiner. Oh, to the Eldrazi Ruiner, and place an Eldrazi Scion from your figure graveyard on an empty space. Use this ability only once per turn. Now, what if you don't have the Eldrazi Scions? Can you just make Scions if you don't have them in your army build? That'd be cool. Maybe I'll do that as a chaos thing. Alright, Eldrazi Ruiner. Look at how big he is. He dominates the battlefield. Alright, so speaking of dominating the battlefield, we also have another figure. Something flying high above. Something in the sky. We've got the core aeronaut. And wow, yeah, just look at the way I painted him. And yeah, Unhinged, you did say, oh, did you paint the miniature bases black? Yeah, I did. They're that, like, each color is just like whatever plastic they are. I was trying to mimic the figure miniature bases. Yeah, this one I did a really good job with. So there we have it. You go there. His core aeronaut. Captain. He's a white hero creature, soldier. 6 life, 6 move, 1 range, 6 power, 3 toughness. He's got flying. When counting movement spaces for core aeronaut captain, ignore elevations. Core aeronaut captain may fly over water without stopping, pass over figures without becoming engaged, and fly over obstacles such as ruins. When the captain starts to fly, it will take leaving engagement attacks. It also has Ride the Currents. Whenever core aeronaut captain moves to a lower elevation during its movement for the first time each turn, it gets +3 move until end of turn. And then its last ability is Air Raid. Before moving the core aeronaut captain, choose an adjacent small or medium squad creature you control. Okay, well I guess we can't do that because we don't have any squad creatures. Unless we're gonna be popping ruiners. Let me prep that. I think we should pop ruiners. I'm gonna do that because I got a GM license to game master. No, you're not supposed to. I know. There's a format in Magic called Planes Chase. Gaming reality cards. Yeah. Where you get crazy like planar cards like this go to the plane of like New Phyrexia, and then that affects the game. Oh, yeah. Have it so like all the stuff comes out. Not Phyrexian, but Eldrazian. Alright, let's keep going. So that is Unhinge's army, and that's his 600 point. And that's what he's bringing to the table. I'm just prepping the drones. Yeah, just give up a couple health points from this guy and poop out some. That'd be fun, right? Just poop out some little Eldrazi miniatures. Now that would be something to reckon, right? Something to reckon. Yeah. Oh, I need those little droplets to keep track of which one's whose. All right. So, just shuffling everything back up out. Before I shuffle everything back up, so for Sorin and his army build, here are his spell cards. We got Angel's Mercy, Chaplain's Blessing, Fell the Mighty, Healing Salve, Hope Against Hope, Inspired Charge, Near-Death Experience, Seize the Initiative, Solemn Offering, Survive the Night, Swift Justice, and Tenacity. All the cards in alphabetical order. Alright, yeah, I'll leave it there. Alright, so we're here. The game clock or the turn tracker marker will be this large 20-sided die. So I'll keep track of the rounds. Yeah, because what is it? It stops after the end of round. It says it in here. Oh, by the end of turn 30. Alright, and then this is what the battle map is supposed to look like. The two zones are actually right here up against this wall and up against that other end. So let's see. This will be Kiora's roll. Roll that I felt dropped on the floor. Kiora's roll, and that is a 10. 10. And now Soren's roll. He got a 13. And it's funny that the vampire would win the roll on a 13. Alright, so where should I put Soren? I'm gonna have him place first. And I'll put him right here. I'm gonna put Kiora. Right? If I put her right there, then you can definitely see her. No, I gotta put her over here by the water. Yeah, she doesn't have extra move. Move out of water. No, I'm gonna put her right here in the water. Can you guys even see that? I'll just put her here then. Forcing my hand. Alright. So now actually look at the battlefield. It looks like this is so much longer than that, but I know that's not. But it just looks funny because it's so tilted or whatever. Yeah. Alright, so Sorin is playing first. He's drawing his 3 spell cards. And they are none other than Hope Against Hope, Survive the Night, and Angel's Mercy. Hope Against Hope, flip it over. When an enchanted creature is attacked, at the start of an enchanted creature's turn, you may destroy Hope Against Hope. If you do, remove 2 damage markers from enchanted creature. Another hero enchant, Survive the Night, +5 toughness until end of turn, destroy Survive the Night. And then Angel's Mercy. At the start of a turn of a hero creature you control, specifically you have to be the hero, remove up to 3 damage markers from a friendly creature. Also draw Kiora's 3 spell cards this turn, just to show which ones they are. So it's Mind Control, Pour Over the Pages, and Psychic Rebuttal. That's the hero chant for the flip for the sorcery. Pour Over the Pages plus 1 toughness if you have 3 or more cards in hand. And then Mind Control, move and attack with a squad creature an opponent controls. It's within 4 clear sight spaces of a blue planeswalker you control. Mind Control. Alright, Sorin. Sorin sees Kiora. Hey! He squints, looks at which way the sun on this ethereal battlefield is coming. Yeah, right, the sun. Yeah, what is this? There's like some kind of eclipse happening or something. And there's Sorin standing nigh in the back. This is for real. There's the eclipse, and there's our Sorin Planeswalker, and then we've got Kiora down here. So he glints and looks, and he's all like, So what do I think Sorin does? Sorin, because you have to summon then move. Well, he's gonna move of 6. He's just gonna storm up like he owns the place. Yeah, he's an ancient planeswalker. He's gonna go right for the hill and right for the power. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He stands nigh at the base of the hill. He's just ready for action. Yeah, because mostly this turn was like getting across the map. They're still so far away from each other. So that is the end of the first turn. 1. Now it's back to Kiora. Or not back to, but here's her very first turn. Alright, so Kiora then draws Ghostly Wings. Squad or hero creature you control gets +2 and move and flying until end of the turn. So immediately I'm going to play Pour Over the Pages. Give my Planeswalker the +1 toughness if I have 3 or more cards in my hand. So that'll give me the +1 toughness. And then I'm going to, before I move or anything, I'm going to play or summon my Lantern guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what is it? 5. So that's up to 5 clear sight spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them right next to each other. Kind of form a wall between Kiora and Sorin. Hey, there's no button to zoom out. I gotta walk over here. There's the wall. When I summon them, their eerie observation kicks in. When you summon them, look at the top card of an opponent's library and may put that card on the bottom of that player's library. And it's a seize the initiative. First strike. Target creature gains first strike. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna put that on the bottom. Alright, so now Kiora. What does Kiora want to do? A fish out of water? I think not. Let's see, I'm still in my like summon phase. Yeah, I'm gonna summon the Jace illusionary projections. And I'm gonna summon one right into this water puddle here. That way he can look down this way. He's gonna sit in the water. I'm gonna put this other one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here, right by the water, looking and scanning across, because he's got a range of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually, let's put him right there. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that totally works. And then this last bad Larry, where should I put him? I guess I'll put him. Is there anywhere else? I'm just gonna put him on the other side of this this little wall thing over here. I'm just gonna put him kind of close to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put everybody over there. He's peeking. He's peeking. Peeking around the wall. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just being Jace. Don't mind me. I'm gonna. I have to zoom in for the memes now. Don't mind me. He's actually awesome. Don't mind me. We see you, buddy. We see you. Freaking pathetic. All right. So, Kiora, what does she really see? What does Kiora see when she lifts her eyelids? Alright, so she summoned the Geists and the projections, but when I also summon the projections, not only do I get that guy stand behind the wall, but I also get to collective knowledge, draw a card. That card is Misdirection. Move target face up enchant squad or face up planeswalker to a new target. Nice, I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to then play a second spell, and that'll be Psychic Rebuttal. Hit triggers for a sorcery. Alright, so then... Oh, it's time to move Kiora. And she has a move of 5, which she can't get into water. She can't get into water anywhere else. Right. She's because I'm over here, down here in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna put Kiora in this little puddle right down here. And then I'm gonna say that's the end of my turn, and then it'll go to turn 2, end of turn 2. That's my turn. Alright, where was he? Sorin. Sorin sees all this. happened so fast. We got near-death experience. That's just a bunch of dead guys, right? Remove up to 2 damage markers from a friendly planeswalker. Dude won't die. So he says, my gosh, this is just insane. Let's see. So then Sorin is going to summon the Eldrazi Ruiner onto the top of the hill. It's like Godzilla or something. And now Sorin's going to move. I feel like we should summon the Aeronaut Captain. Yeah, let me summon the Aeronaut Captain. But he's going to go kind of on the back side of that other wall. So let's see, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so just like the Jace thing was going like, ooh, peeking, tee. This Aeronaut Captain is gonna be doing that. Because I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, you guys can see that in the overhead. And now I gotta zoom up on him for the meme. And this is the meme where the stuff. Oh, don't mind me around the corner. Alright, imagine that guy just jumping out of the corner. Alright, so that's where he is. And now we get to move Sorin. He's got wings, so he's just gonna fly right, jump on the other side of the wall. Sorin move 1, 2, 3. He has the power. I'm gonna play the hidden enchantment. I'm gonna put Hope Against Hope on the Eldrazi Ruiner. And then the Survive the Night, I'm gonna put it on the core Aeronaut Captain. I have a visitor. And that's the end of the second turn. This is gonna be at least, won't be over until the end around turn 30. Yeah, that's how. Alright, let's take a break here. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm playing. Yeah, again. Just talking. I'm recording this the talk game. Yeah, everybody can hear that. What are you doing, buddy? Ain't that right? I love my wife. Skip the fucking video now. I edited that. What? What's going on back here? Are you getting in my mentions? Oh my god! What? Honey. I actually go on. Come on. Baby, it's fun. Come on. Kitty cats run around and shit. Alright, what am I at? 36 minutes of this? Half the time was explaining the army cards and shit. Alright, let's get into it. That was the end of turn. 1, 2, 3. Do what now? Oh. Nope, Psychic Rebuttal is against sorceries. That didn't happen. Kiora, draw the card. We got pieces of the puzzle. Look at the top card in opponent's library. You may put it on the bottom of that player's library. Yeah, let's do that. Fell the Mighty. Destroy all non-white squad creatures adjacent to a white planeswalker you control. Yeah, we'll put that on the bottom. Definitely put that on the bottom. Alright, I'm going to hit the button. Alright, so for Kiora's turn. I'm gonna summon the Leyline Phantoms. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, she can see that. She can totally see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a second. Carry by waves and all that. Damn. Oh, this is insane. Before I even put anything down. So I'm gonna flicker these guys. Carry by waves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Splash. That is insane. Yeah, move a creature you control up to 4 spaces. Now I will summon the Leyline Phantasms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Phantom engaged with the guy around the corner. Peekaboo! And then, yeah, those guys are definitely fighting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna also summon the Lantern Geists. 1, 2, 4. Alright. I summon them. So I summon the Lantern Ghost again. And they got Eerie Observation. Look at the top card. Swift Justice. Lifelink. Creature you control gains lifelink until on the turn. Oh my god. So for Kiora's turn. Oh, but I want to keep my Planeswalker alive. Yeah, just move guys around the map, but I can't attack. I'm gonna have Kiora go for the move glyph. Move 5? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She now has the movement +2 glyph. Alright. At the end of her turn, that's it. There's nothing else. Yeah. I'm gonna increase the turn tracker marker 4. Sorin. It's that Swift Justice. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Yeah. Alright. So Sorin has the power. The Aeronaut. Oh, the captain. I'm gonna be the core Aeronaut captain. And I'll roll 1 for that leaving engagement attack. And he's just gonna fly up and over. So that LEA, nothing. So yeah, he's gonna move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now he's got a power of 6. Ah! And then Kiora is not in water. She's up on dry land. Uh-oh. So she has a base of 4. And then I gotta check how many cards I have in my hand. I have 3. So she gets +1 for Pour Over the Pages. Alright, the captain. Alright, the captain goes for the attack. Whoosh. Oh shit. So we've got 4 hits, 1 blank, and a shield. So that's 4. And now Kiora rolls 3 shields. So she takes 1. Ooh. Oh, she's so lucky. So lucky to be alive. Yeah, flying, ride the currents. That's the end of Sorin's turn. So now increase the turn tracker marker. We're at 5. Draw a card for Kiora, and it's selective memory. Alright, Kiora is in the thick of it right now, isn't she? So, here's what it's gonna do. What it's gonna do is this. So Kiora is over here with the core Aeronaut captain, not like in life. So first, I'm gonna be the Kiora Planeswalker. At the start of a turn of a blue Planeswalker control, return this squad from the battlefield to your reserve. So I'm gonna return the Lantern guys to my reserve. I'm going to then carry by waves. This Jace projection onto the toughness glyph. And then I'm going to do illusionary deception. Because that was carried by waves. And now this is illusionary deception. At the start of a turn of a blue Planeswalker control, you may exchange space locations of that Planeswalker in illusionary projection control. Neither figure takes leaving engagement attacks if engaged. Neither figure, and that's some figure specific stuff. So let us pull. There we go. Let us pull a switcheroo from movement glyph to toughness glyph. Hi-oh! Glyph power. Except for the power glyph. Alright. So now Kiora is getting used to her new bearings. She's all like, whoa. Alright, so then I'm gonna have Kiora, because I didn't even move or nothing, even though I got plus whatever for the movement glyph. Oh yeah, maybe I should move Kiora then. Yeah, she's got insane move. Yeah, being camped out on the toughness glyph might not be fun. Because she's got 5 plus 2 more, so that's a move of 7. Like, that's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, that would get me that far away. That's gnarly. I am gonna move Kiora, but just not that far away, I guess. I'm gonna then summon an Eldrazi Scion there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, party foul. The one big miniature on the hill is just too much. The Scions. 1, 2. As much as I want to summon the Scions, I don't really feel like I need to. I'm like, I'm not gonna summon them. I'm gonna summon the Lantern Geist instead. And I'll put them on either side of the. No, this is what I was worried about. I'm gonna summon the Lantern Geist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When Sorin attacks, he can deal damage to each adjacent guy. Yeah, I'll put one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put one here. I'm gonna then summon those Eldrazi Scions. And I'll tell you specifically why I'm summoning the Scions. These Scions are being summoned because of this ability, Lash of Tentacles. At the start of an Eldrazi Ruiner's turn, deal 1 damage to all adjacent non-Eldrazi creatures. Well, hey man, I speak Eldrazi. Or something like that. Anyway, so this is how we do the miniature thing. Yeah, those are all my blue Kiora Planeswalker. I got these little blue mana things because I bought a different Magic the Gathering board game. I think it was Heroes of Dominaria board game. Alright, so those are that. So she did summon all that shit. And when I do summon the Lantern Geist, Healing Salve is the top card. That is going to go on the bottom. So now I've got Sorin surrounded. Well, starting to. It'll have to be in waves, I guess. But most importantly, oh, I was supposed to summon one of those guys, not that one. Him over there on the toughness glyph. So I say nice and back-ended for the for all the tough. Yeah, because you guys are gonna hit me for 6 power and everything. So now Kiora is not engaged. She's gonna attack Sorin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I've got a range of 6. So she's gonna roll 4. 4. That's it. It's only 4. Alright, so she's got 4. Sorin has a base of 4, and then +1 for his elevation. That's it. Alright, so yeah, I'm like, can I even see that? Yeah, Kiora is attacking Sorin. Kiora attacking Sorin. Bruh. Three. One. So he takes 2. Nice. Alright. And then that was the end. No. Let me think about this one. Start of the turn. Kiora is on a water space. Bident of Thassa. Once per game, when Kiora ends her turn on a water space, you may reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put a sorcery from among them in your hand, and the rest in the bottom. Ooh, it's Jace's Erasure and Welcome to the Fold. So put 1 into my hand, and I'm going to put Welcome to the Fold into my hand, and I'll put Jace's Erasure on the bottom. That's the end of Kiora's turn. So then from 5 to 6. Drink the rest of my soda. Sody pop. Alright, you know what? It's Sorin's turn. And he draws a spell card. And it's Tenacity. Enchant hero or planeswalker. Creatures you control get +1 power while attacking figures engaged with enchanted figure. I'll enchant my my planeswalker with that. Creatures you control get +1 power while attacking figures engaged with enchanted figure. So that's the Eldrazi Ruiner. I'm gonna, put that on Sorin. And then, I'm the Sorin Planeswalker. And I'm surrounded. Let's see. I'm not surrounded. I'm gonna be... What do I do? Bother getting the core aeronaut captain back on the other side of the wall? Do I fly him back over and get him involved in the fray? What is the best bet for Sorin right now? I think Sorin just gonna stand there, and he's gonna use his Blade Mastery. So he's gonna attack for 6 twice. So first we'll do to the Eldrazi Scions. So that'll be 4, 5 plus 1 more. So that'll be 6. Oh, Wow. 5. 5 against the Scion. Now the Scion's got base 3, plus 1 more for elevation, and then plus 1 more for the toughness glyphs. So that was 4. And then it got 1, but it got dead. Alright. So that took care of that. Whenever Sorin destroys a figure an opponent controls, remove up to 2 damage markers from his army card. And I had exactly 2 jellies. So now he is back to full health. Uh-oh. This is going to be an interesting battle. So that was his first attack. And now Sorin attacks the Lantern Geist. And he got the Geist for 4 hits. He's got a lot of 4s then. Ooh. But that was it. That was the 4, and then we got the 3 shields. So it only takes 1 damage. Alright. That's the end of that. So from 6, 7. Kiora draws a spell card. Where is Kiora? Oh, she's right here. Alright, I'm gonna be Kiora. I'm gonna flicker the Lantern Geist back. That way this 1 point of damage pops off. Yeah, the start of a turn of a blue Planeswalker. Carry by waves. Yeah, what makes the most sense? Let's see here. The start of Kiora's turn, move a creature you control up to 4 clear sight spaces. I'm gonna move this Jace projection 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll put them in this tight knit group with the Leyline Phantoms. And then I'm gonna resummon the Lantern Geist. Yeah, I'll put them in the water right in front of me. Put the Lantern Geist right in front of me. Splash them down. Look at that top card. Chaplain's Blessing. Remove up to 2 damage markers from a friendly hero creature and put a +1 counter on it. Oh my god. And then this one has flavor text. Can't read it though. Not allowed to. Oh, Let's see. Remove up to 2 damage markers from a friendly hero creature. Nah, I'll put that on the bottom. I'm good with that for now. Let's see. Kiora's not engaged. Sorin already got rid of that damage that I put on him. Dang, this is getting tricksy. Oh, what did I do? This is where I'm like really thinking about my stuff now. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with Kiora. Kiora to Sorin. And that's gonna just be Kiora's 4. It's just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. It shields and a hit. Yeah. Shields and a hit. Sorin rolls. It's basically all shields. That's a waste of Kiora's turn. I'm just freaking out because I'm like, oh damn, the match is gonna get spicy. That's the end of Kiora's turn. Yeah, it's like, what do I have to beat the Eldrazi Ruiner? Alright, I'm gonna draw a card for Sorin. I got Inspired Charge. All creatures you control within 8 clear side spaces of a white planeswalker get +2 attack and +1 toughness until end of turn. Alright, so then yeah, we got Angel's Mercy, Near Death Experience, Swift Justice, Inspired Charge. Alright, Sorin's not scared. He's looking at all these Leyline Phantoms. They're just sitting there hanging out. So, Sorin, what do we want to do? The Ruiner. Yeah, you had a good idea with putting the Eldrazi there, but then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the Ruiner 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put him right there. I'm going to put him right there. I'm going to have him fight that Eldrazi Scion. Slap that Scion silly. It's going to be 7 dice. 3, 6, yeah. And then +1 more for power. We got something. We got 5 hits. 5 hits on that one. And the Scion's got 3 +1 for the toughness, and then 1 for elevation. No, he's gone. Right, the Ruiner, yeah. So the Ruiner, yep, kind of put it on the way. So then that was my turn. I moved and I took out one Eldrazi Scion. But no, it's not just that. It's I kind of set it up for the next turn. So 8, 9. Kiora draws. Gone missing. Shuffle a spell card from your graveyard into your library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 cards in my hand. Yeah, because we're like at turn 9, so I'm like, okay, let's go. Welcome to the Fold, Selective Memory, Mind Control, Ghostly, Wings, Misdirection, Infinite Reflection, Gone Missing. Yeah, should I try to steal that Tenacity? I don't think it does anything. Yeah, my creatures I control get +1, and being adjacent to me when I'm not really adjacent to me. Right, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be the Leyline Phantoms. And I'm going to try to Phantom. I'm gonna try. I am going to Phantom Lock because they can move through other figures and can't be attacked while leaving engagement. So then they have a move of 6, but then they get another +2. So it's 8. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if they go like 1, yeah, because he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. Wow. Alright. Can you guys see that well enough? It is a tight cluster of guys. Wow, look at those. Look at that Eldrazi. The Eldrazi Ruiner. On the back side of the Ruiner, this battle happens. It's these guys attacking Sorin over the Power Glyph. Alright, so then we'll do the first one attacks. And it's gonna be kinda interesting. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. So it's gonna be 3 and then +1 for the elevation. Sorin has 4. Alright. So the first one attacks. And it's gonna be 4 against 4. 2. Nothing. So he takes 2. The next one attacks. The next one on the top of the hill attacks. And that's 4. Sorin rolls. Oh! And he takes 3. Sorin has 1 health point remaining. And now the last one attacks, and we just subtract the dice because he's at the same elevation as Sorin. We got 1. 1 damage. If we get this, the game is over. Oh, the game is over. Oh my gosh. Unhinged, if you're watching, which you probably are, this is insane. I don't expect this is what you were gonna be doing, but this is probably the only way that I could get you, because these Leyline Phantoms have 5 toughness, but you're going to be attacking me for 6 even if you get the power. This is all in the heart of the dice roll. I was not expecting the 3 attack dice to get through and do the damage. Interesting. Yeah, all the healing and everything. Because then what would have been after this? Then it's the Eldrazi Ruiner. And now what I've got is like a nice clear shot to get around. Or it's Sorin and he just cuts down all of the Leyline Phantoms. Spend 1 turn cutting them down. And then destroying them. And then regaining all that life. That plus some of these other life spells. Yeah. The near-death experience. Didn't need to play it. In 1 turn, I got cut down. All 6 points of damage. Yeah, I did not expect that to happen. I was actually super scared because your Ruiner had 7 attack. Then you've got these insanely twisted things like when we had the Ruiner. That guy. When we had the Ruiner up here, so when you get Sorin plus the Ruiner and the Tenacity, so it's like creatures you control have +1 attack when attacking figures engaged with enchanted figure. Well, Sorin down there, I mean, you think about that whole radius around the bottom, and then you've got what is also on the top with the Ruiner. So it's like you have Sorin, and then all those spots that are around him on the bottom, and then the Ruiner who's taken over the entire hill. So that is going to be just another +1 dice, plus he's on top of the hill, and then you've got it all. Now, how crazy would have this started to be if I did the Shepherd of the Scions? Deal 1 damage to Eldrazi Ruiner, and place an Eldrazi Scion. Start taking over the hill. Let these guys scuttle about and attack things, and then, oh shit, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see. Yeah, summon up the Eldrazi Scions, and then let these guys pop out, and then they just start running across the battlefield and going to attack things. Now, Kiora being over here, I thought that was kind of interesting because I kind of wanted to form this, because you got this little island spot, and it formed like just a straight line of my guys. That way it's like, oh, well, the Ruiner has to be 2. Now, if I didn't have these guys here, could the Ruiner go like this? And this is a good question. Could the Ruiner... So Kiora's right here. You can't see her. Kiora's right there. Can the Ruiner go... Alright, I'm a double space figure. I turn and I put myself down into the water, but then, you know, he basically takes up the entire thing and then uses a turn to turn or move. I guess the rule is if the figure doesn't fit, then it doesn't fit. But there it is, yeah. Wow, that is a total sea monster battle. That looks insane. Ah, oh shit, there I was. That's it right there. So, alright you guys, well this was another Color Lock Assassination Tournament preview, and this was my Kiora build versus Unhinged Manchild's White Sorin build. I know the actual game won't play out exactly like this, but what it does is it helps familiarize myself with not only my army, but my opponent's army and cards, and models, miniatures, you know, because, you know, the Eldrazi Ruiner's got 5 move, and then this guy over here, he has 6 move, and then flying. It's like, oh, well, you know, to really be seeing him jumping over the wall and landing and attacking, and I mean, it's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, boom. There it is. Alright, thanks so much for watching, you guys. This is Mike, Shinobi Mystic, signing off. Take care.